Okay, well, there's a plane going by, so. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just a quick video on what to expect at your doctor's appointment. When I first found out I was pregnant, I kind of had this idea in my head about what was going to be happening at my doctor's appointments or during prenatal care. Like, I don't know if it was because of movies or television shows or whatever reason. I just thought a lot of stuff was going to happen that didn't actually happen or hasn't happened. So the first thing that I expected, and honestly, I was really surprised it didn't happen, was I thought I was gonna get an ultrasound at every single appointment. Now, why I thought this, I am not entirely sure. I have only had 3 ultrasounds, actually. I had an 8-week ultrasound, a 13-week ultrasound, and a 20-week ultrasound. Some women I heard have had even less than this, only getting one at their 20-week, or getting one at the 12-week and then a 20-week, and that's it. Of course, if you or your baby is considered high risk, then there is a chance you'll probably get more ultrasounds than that. But I don't know. I was just expecting to get an ultrasound at every doctor's appointment, and I haven't. And as far as I know, they're not going to do any more ultrasounds unless they absolutely need to, from my 20-week ultrasound all the way until I'm like giving birth. So I don't know. What does happen when you go to your appointments is they check your weight, they check your blood pressure, and they check the baby's heartbeat. So you go into your appointment, they sit you down, they do your weight, your blood pressure, the baby's heart rate, and then they ask you, do you have any questions for me? For a while, I didn't really have any questions, and I've started to remind myself to write down questions as the weeks go on before my next appointment, because I just didn't know what to ask. I do a lot of research on my own. I'm just that type of person. I will look on forums. I'll look on the Glow app. I will go on Instagram, Pinterest, Google. I have the What to Expect When You're Expecting book. I have like 3 other parenting books. So I just do a lot of research on my own. So I don't really have a lot of questions typically when I go in. The questions that I have had have not exactly been about general pregnancy. They've just been about stuff that has to do with me personally. And so your doctor will basically just give you a little bit of information about what's coming up for the next couple of weeks. She'll give you homework, like you need to go get this shot, or you need to go get this blood test done, or whatever else. And that's pretty much it. And then she'll send you on your way. And so these prenatal appointments where I'm not getting ultrasound are super short, super quick, and that's it. The previous doctor I was seeing while we still lived in Las Vegas was having a urine test done every time I went in, because she was checking my, like, the sugar levels in my pee, because she said I was pre-diabetic. It was this whole thing. So when I came back to Alaska, my new doctor is like, I don't know how old your old doctor was, but we don't do that. I guess it just depends on where you're going. Different things might be happening at your appointment, but it's just been really different than I thought it was going to be. At my 24-week appointment, she took a measurement, I guess is like the fundal height. But she basically measured from the top of my belly to the bottom of my belly to see how big it was. And it measured on track with the week I was. I also expected TJ to be able to come to every appointment with me. Now, he would have done that regardless, but since I have been pregnant during a pandemic, there have been a couple of appointments that he has not been able to come with me to, which kind of sucks because he's very, very involved and he wants to be at all my appointments. He is at all my appointments. I mean, even those ones he couldn't come to, he just waited in the car. Luckily for us, he's been able to come in during the ultrasounds. I have seen a lot of people say that they weren't able to have anyone with them at all, even during their ultrasounds. And I just thank God that we didn't have to deal with that, and he's been able to be with me at all my appointments. The next appointment that I have coming up is a 28-week appointment. At my 28-week appointment, and I'm pretty sure everyone's just about, is when they will do a glucose test. So they'll have you drink the sugary drink that oftentimes doesn't taste good or make you feel sick, and then you wait an hour, and then they'll draw your blood, and then they'll tell you if you have a possibility of being a gestational diabetic. I already had one of these tests done a couple weeks ago, only because, like I said, my previous doctor had these worries. And so my current doctor was like, well, let's just do a glucose test. It came back totally fine. So it sucks that I have to get another one, but it is what it is. They're going to do it regardless. I also, for some reason, thought appointments were going to be closer together. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know. I guess I just didn't know what to expect. You know, no one had ever told me, oh, well, when you get pregnant, you're only going to go to a doctor's appointment every 4 to 5 weeks. They try and do every 4 weeks. But since we moved and COVID's going on and we had quarantine, there was like a 5.5 week period where I didn't have any appointments. And that was honestly a little bit troubling for me, just because, you know, it's nice to have some reassurance when I hear my baby's heartbeat. So from the time that you find out that you're pregnant and you go in for your initial appointment where they do a urine test or a blood test and confirm that you're pregnant, they schedule your appointments for every 4 weeks. So I had an 8-week appointment, a 13-week appointment, a 16-week appointment, a 20-week appointment. That doesn't sound right. I had a 13, I don't know. Something about that don't sound right. A 24-week appointment, and now I have a 28-week appointment. After the 28-week appointment, I think my doctor said once I hit 30 weeks, they're going to move the appointments up to every 2 weeks. And that's coming up soon. And that's exciting. This information that I'm giving you is very general because things might be different where you are. They might have a different schedule that you're on. They might still be telling people they can't bring anybody with them. I have had to wear a mask every single appointment that I have gone to. But for the most part, I think all of this stuff is just like general prenatal appointment information. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope it gave you a little bit of insight of what to expect when you start going to doctor's appointments when you get pregnant. I'd love to hear what you guys assumed would be happening when you got pregnant and started going to appointments. Leave them down in the comments below. Like and subscribe to see more videos about my pregnancy journey. Bye!